Hello and welcome to a new lecture. Today's lecture is going to begin with a revision, and the first question that I have here is to underline the topic sentence in each of the following paragraphs. Let's read the first paragraph. My favorite drink is tea and I drink a lot of it. I always have tea in the morning for breakfast. I make a pot of tea and then I drink it all myself. Sometimes I have another pot before lunch. At 4 o'clock I make up a cup of mint tea. Mint tea is good for waking up and studying. Can you get the topic sentence? The main idea? Yes, very good. It's sentence number 1. My favorite drink is tea and I drink a lot of it. Second paragraph. In my country, bread is an important part of our everyday food. When we sit down for a meal, there is always bread on the table. For breakfast, we have bread with butter or cheese. Some people have jam or olives. For lunch, we have bread with a meat or vegetable dish. Poor people eat more bread with a small piece of meat or vegetable or cheese. For example, the lunch of a worker may be a loaf of bread with some yogurt. Again, at dinner, we eat bread with whatever food there is on the table. When there is rice, we have bread too. We think that if there is no bread, there is no food. Can you guess the topic sentence? Again, it is sentence number 1. In my country, bread is an important part of our everyday food. Third paragraph. Like sharks, snakes, and spiders, piranhas are widely feared. Although most people consider piranha to be quite dangerous, they are for the most part entirely harmless. Piranha rarely feed on large animals. They eat smaller fish and aquatic plants. When confronted with humans, piranha's first instinct to flee, not attack. The fear of humans makes sense. Far more piranhas are eaten by people than people are eaten by piranhas. If the fish are well fed, they won't bite humans. Can you guess where the topic sentence? Yes, it's sentence number 2. طب ليه ما قلناش sentence number 1؟ لأن بقية الsentences بتاعة الباراجراف بتحكي الايديا اللي موجودة في sentence number 2 إن ازاي piranhas are entirely harmless. Last paragraph. When a camera flash is used in a low light environment, the subject's eyes may appear within the finished photograph. What is known as red eye is the result of light from flash reflecting off the pupils of the eye. The phenomena of red eye can be lessened by using the red eye reduction feature found in many SLR cameras. These features activate a lamp which shines a small light directly into the subject's eye. When this happens, the diameter of the pupil is reduced, thus tightening the opening in the eye. Since a smaller pupil means a smaller holes for the reflection, the chances of red eye occurring are greatly reduced. صعبة شوية دي, but try to figure out the topic sentence. At sentence number 3, the phenomenon of red eye can be lessened by using the red eye reduction feature found on many SLR cameras. The second question that I have here is that I want you to identify the type of each of the following sentences. نشوفهم compound ولا complex ولا simple ولا compound complex. Let's see. Sentence number 1. After eating lunch at the Chinese factory, Tim went to the gym to exercise. إيه اللي عندي هنا؟ عندي إيه؟ عندي after eating lunch at the Chinese factory. دي إيه؟ dependent ولا independent clause؟ دي dependent. Tim went to the gym. Independent. يبقى dependent مع independent بقت إيه؟ بقت complex sentence. Number 1, complex. Number 2, they spoke to him in Spanish, but he responded in English. They spoke to him in Spanish. Dependent. independent sorry. He responded in English independent برضه. يبقى عندي independent و independent joined by comma وبعديها واحدة من الفان بويز بقت compound sentence. 3. After the two soccer players lost their game, they joined their other teammates for lunch and they went to the movies. After the two soccer players lost their game, dependent, they joined their other teammates for lunch. Independent, they went to the movies. Independent, dependent plus independent plus independent, compound complex. Number 3, compound complex. 4. Professors Maple's intelligent students completed and turned in their homework. This is a good simple sentence. 5. In our property development and investment business overseas, Grosvenor International employs some 85 people with offices in Vancouver, San Francisco, Washington, Honolulu, and Sydney. طويلة، جملة طويلة جدا، بس ايه؟ simple sentence. الsimple sentence دي tricky جدا، ممكن تبقى صغيرة جدا زي he writes, she reads، كلمتين بس simple sentence، وممكن تبقى طويلة زي sentence number 5 but still simple sentence. Let's move to sentence number 6. Warm ocean water heated by the sun cannot rise because it is already at the top of the ocean. Warm ocean water heated by the sun cannot rise. Independent, because it is already at the top of the ocean. Dependent, يبقى independent مع dependent يدونا ايه؟ complex sentence. 7. I may be staying around to the end of the week or I may go back tomorrow. Or عندي هنا or عندي independent to independent joined by or, and or is one of the fanboys, so the sentence is very good compound sentence. Number 8. Although I like to go camping, I haven't had time to go lately and I haven't found anyone to go with. Dependent plus independent plus independent تبقى ايه؟ compound complex. Last sentence. I'm looking forward to our dinner today. Semicolon. You are going to love dining on the water. Semicolon. طالما في semicolon يبقى على طول بقت ايه؟ compound sentence. Now let's start our grammar lesson, and our lesson for today is called the pronoun antecedent agreement. Pronoun antecedent agreement. Every pronoun refers to an earlier noun which is called the antecedent of the pronoun. The antecedent is the noun that the pronoun replaces. Let's see an example. I tried to buy tickets for the concert, but they were all sold. Tickets دي noun. They ده pronoun. They عايد على مين؟ عايد على النون اللي قبله اللي هو التكست. نفس الحكاية في السنتنس الثانية. Roger painted a picture of a pickup truck. It was so good that he entered it in an art show. It هنا عايدة على مين؟ على النون اللي قبلها على طول اللي هي picture. البروناون والانتيسيدنت لازم يكونوا متفقين مع بعض. متفقين مع بعض من ناحية ايه؟ من ناحية البيرسون، number and gender. person سواء كانت first, second, third، وكل واحدة من الفيرست أو السكند أو الثيرد من دول indicate perspective أو point of view. Number indicates singular أو plural. General indicates masculine, feminine أو neuter. Agreement in person. Avoid needless shift of person, which means shifting of point of view such as from I to you. ساعات كتير قوي كده واحنا بنكتب paragraph فجأة تكون انت اي وبعد كده فجأة تديني واحدة يو. طب ليه؟ عايدة على مين؟ ما ينفعش، لازم يبقى فيه consistency. يعني ايه consistency؟ يعني ثبات. انا بحكي من وجهة نظر انا بحكي على حاجة حصلت لي اي، ما ينفعش يبقى فيه يو في النص. First person, second person and third person indicate perspective from which you can write. Select one view and maintain it. Continuity and consistency need the shifting of person, meaning changing perspective without reason important for your content and purpose is distracting and awkward. انت لما بتعمل الشيفت اللي هو فجأة from I to you for example ده بيبقى distracting وبقى awkward في نفس الوقت. Each point of view has its appropriate purpose. Agreement and number. Most problem with pronoun antecedent agreement involve number, but the principles are simple. If the antecedent is singular, use a singular pronoun. If the antecedent is plural, use a plural pronoun. لو الانتسيدنت واحد يبقى الحاجة اللي بعده هتيجي واحد برضو. لو كتير يبقى هيدل على حاجة كتير. Example, a singular antecedent requires a singular pronoun. Tom forgot his notebook. A plural antecedent requires a plural pronoun. Many students cast their votes today. Tom بقت his. Many students their. A singular indefinite pronoun as an antecedent takes a singular pronoun. A singular indefinite pronoun as an antecedent takes a singular pronoun. Most indefinite pronouns are singular. The following are common indefinite singular pronouns: anybody, anyone, each, either, everybody, everyone, no one, nobody, one, somebody, and someone. كل دول singular. Each of the girls brought her. When one makes a promise, he or she should keep it. يبقى كل indefinite pronouns دول كلهم singular. لما أقول each يبقى مفرد. either singular برضو. no one, nobody, one, somebody, someone. كلهم singular. A plural indefinite pronoun as an antecedent takes a plural pronoun. في شوية indefinite pronouns بيجوا plural form زي few. Few new their assignment. Since the indefinite pronouns do not clearly express either singular or plural number. في شوية indefinite pronouns تمشي مفرد وتمشي جمع. منبقاش فاهمين هي مفرد وجمع. زي ايه؟ زي all, any, none وsome. طب بعرف ازاي انا امشيهم مفرد ولا جمع؟ من المعنى بتاع الجملة. زي الاكزامبلز اللي قدامي. all the apple was wormy. all of these apples were wormy. all جاية مع apple مرة وجاية مع apples. all of the apple was wormy. كل التفاحة كلها wormy. all of the apples were wormy. كل التفاح اللي موجود عندي wormy. 6. Two or more antecedents, singular or plural, take a plural pronoun. Such antecedents are usually joined by and or by commas and. لما يبقوا الانتسيدنت مفرد and مفرد، شخص and شخص، يبقوا الاتنين على بعض كده plural مش singular. زي Howard and his parents bought their presents. Jack and John bought their presents. Students, instructors, and the administration pulled their ideas at the forum. Alternative antecedents, that is antecedent chosen by or, nor, whether or, either or, neither nor, not only but also, require a pronoun that agrees with the nearer antecedent. كل الالترناتيف antecedents دول اللي هم يا فلان or nor whether or either or neither or not only but also احنا بنشوف الأقرب وبنمشي عليه. لو الأقرب singular يبقى singular، لو الأقرب plural يبقى plural. زي هنا neither Alex nor his friends lost their way. الأقرب friends بقت their. neither his friends nor Alex lost his way. Alex هو الأقرب فبقت his way. In a sentence which an expression such as one of those who, the antecedent is usually the plural noun that followed the preposition of. الexpression one of those who على طول بيبقى جمع. He is one of those people who went there جمع. أما الexpression التاني اللي معانا the only one of those who الantecedent بيجي singular. She is the only one of the member who wants her money. So please pay attention and please try to differentiate between those two expressions. One of those who, one, the only one of those who. When collective nouns such as team, jury, committee, and band are used in antecedents, they take singular pronoun if they are considered as units. الكولكتيف ناون زي ايه؟ زي الفريق. الفريق ده انا لما بتكلم عنه فريق مفرد، بس لو هتكلم عن اعضاء الفريق على حده بقوا plural. تمام؟ طب please pay attention. لما بنكون بنتكلم عنهم as a unit هيبقوا singular. لما نكون بنتكلم على الممبرز بتوع الفريق او الممبرز بتوع الجوري او الممبرز بتوع الكوميتي او الممبرز بتوع الباند، في الحالة دي هنخليها plural form. The jury is doing its best. The jury is doing its best. ليه؟ الجوري دي اللي هم هيئة المحلفين اللي بيحكموا، فهنا هي بقت وحدة unit فبقت its best. The jury are putting on their coats. The jury are putting on their coats. هيئة المحلفين بقى الأفراد الممبرز كل واحد بيلبس الجاكيت بتاعه. مش معقول وهو بيلبس الجاكيت بتاعه هحسبهم كيونت، إنما لما بتاخدوا القرارات هم unit. The words each, every, and many before a noun make the noun singular. Each child and adult use his or her own authority. Each and every person outed himself or herself. Many a person is capable of knowing himself. الexpressions دول كلهم singular. Each, every, many a أو many an. Again, each, every, many a أو many an دول كلهم singular. Agreement in gender. The pronoun should agree with its antecedent in genera if the gender of the antecedent is specific. Masculine and feminine pronoun are gender specific. He, him, her. Others are neuter. النيوتر اللي هم ما بنعرفهمش لا masculine ولا feminine. زي I, we, me, us, it, they, them, who, whom, that, which. The words who and whom refer to people. That can refer to ideas, things, and people, but usually doesn't refer to individuals. Which refers to ideas and things, but never to people. My girlfriend gave me her best advice. My girlfriend gave me her best advice. ده مثال على حاجة feminine. Mighty Casey tried his best. Masculine. The people whom I worked are loud. The neuter. And for the last slide, I want you to underline the correct pronoun form. When someone does a favor for you, must be thanked. هتبقى ايه؟ Good, he or she. The audience clapped and cheered to communicate their ولا its approval. الaudience دي ايه؟ unit. Clapped its approval. No one in the maze could find his or her ولا their way. His or her way out. Thank you, and that's it for today. Have a good one.